All right, what's good? What's good, man? Let's get into it. So, let's talk about Kevin Durant and what team he's going to next. Now, if you've been living under a bus, I'm not bus. If you've been living under I don't know why I said bus, but if you've been living under a rock, Kevin Durant, do you guys think he'll go back to the Suns? I mean, there's a lot of tension. There's a lot of rumors. He didn't feel quote comfortable enough in the offense with the Phoenix Suns, and I'm thinking that he wants out. I'm thinking he wants out of the Phoenix Suns, and Kevin Durant, is going to demand a trade, or maybe nah, the Phoenix Suns are not going to release him. I was going to think maybe the Phoenix Suns can release him, but they trade a lot of assets to get him, excluding all their defensive assets for them just to get bounced in the first round, to get swept in the first round this year, and to get embarrassed last year by the Denver Nuggets. Who they beat? Oh, they beat an injury-riddled Clipper team last year too, because I know Kawhi and PG both got injured. But Kevin Durant is obviously going. I think Kevin Durant's going after this year. I think the whole, even if not that, maybe at the trade deadline he'll get traded. But it is what it is. But let's talk about a few teams now. Obviously, anybody who's been on my channel, if you're a little subscriber, if you're actually smart and you subscribe to my channel, I say Kevin Durant needs to return to OKC, and I still stand by that. He should go back to OKC once again. KD. Everybody in the basketball world hates you, whether they're a casual, a diehard, LeBron fan, whatever the case may be. The media, they don't like you, bro. The little 13-year-olds that you be arguing with on Twitter, that you care about for some reason. You're a multi-billionaire who's almost 40 years old, and you care about what some little 13-year-old thinks of you because he thinks Steph Curry's better than you. But at the same time, KD, they don't like you. If you were to go back to OKC and win them a title, you would get the LeBron treatment. And you have a young point guard in SGA who's going to take the lead. You have a good coach. You have Chet. You got Josh Giddey. You have all these players. All you need to do is just to take them over the top. They need another offensive weapon because Josh Giddey and Chet Holmgren, come on, bro. Come on, bro. I got more talent in me than both of them. And they're good. Josh Giddey's a good number 3. Chet's a good center. But at the same time, number 1, I don't think Chet could stay healthy. And number 2, come on, bro. SGA needs another baller. KD's still a baller. Even though I think KD is on the decline, he's still in his prime. He's on the downturn of his prime. If he were to return to OKC, he would get and win a ring. He would get the LeBron treatment. Everybody would, like how LeBron went to Miami, won the 2 rings, and said, "Oh, well, those are not your rings, LeBron." Then he went back to Cleveland and won, and now they include the 2 rings he got with Miami. It will be the same thing with Kevin Durant. Literally the same thing. And he'll go back to the team that drafted him, and everything will be better. So it is what it is. Obviously, number 2, KD going back to the Warriors. Now, I said this in my stream, and I'm going to say it here now. I'm not opposed, I think KD going back to the Warriors is a good thing, but they need to revamp the whole team. What I mean by that is Draymond, Clay, maybe besides Looney, and some of the young players, they got to go. And you have to get someone else. You got to get some youth in there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I don't know. You got to get something in there. You got to get some youth in there because obviously Steph and KD are older. They're still, once again, both of them, even though I think Curry still has a lot, maybe not a lot, but just he has more in the tank than KD and LeBron because he's a shooter, and shooters last longer in the league than scorers. People drive to the hoop, so it is what it is. But you need to get some young talent around KD and Steph Curry, especially off the bench, especially guys who can actually get a bucket. I'm trying to think. I was going to say Trae Young, but I don't think Trae Young would be a good fit. Maybe, I don't even know. Off the top of my head, I mean, if Cleveland blows it up when Donovan goes to the Knicks, maybe get Garland and put Steph at the 2 and let him do his running around things. Let him run the 1. You know what I'm saying? Like somewhere around those lines. You gotta get at least 23 to 25-year-olds to, be the youth and the beat to play defense while KD and Steph, or Steph at the same point, lead the team. And, at that point you wouldn't have to fire Steve Kerr because Steve Kerr will have a brand new team to work with. But It is what it is. But KD going back to the Warriors is a good move if and only if they get young pieces around and get rid of Clay and Draymond. You can't run it back the same 2016, the same 2017. You can't run it back with Clay, Steph, KD, and Draymond. That's not happening. Another team, the Miami Heat. Now, I know KD back in the day, and I'm talking about back when he was with OKC, wanted to go to the Miami Heat. And, hey, it's better than nothing. You got to get Jimmy some help. Jimmy needs someone else to carry the load because Jimmy getting injured really impacted the Heat not going to the second round in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And maybe Jimmy's right. Maybe they do beat the Boston Celtics. But at the same time, Jimmy needs some help. Getting a Kevin Durant is a huge weight off of Jimmy Butler's shoulders. So you'll have Jimmy, you'll have Hero, you'll have was it Gabe Vincent? Is it Gabe Vincent or Caleb Martin who they still? I don't know. One of those guys run the point. You'll have KD and you'll have Bam Adebayo. Not a bad team. No, actually, matter of fact, Tyler Hero can go back on the bench because they got that what's that dude's name? The dude with the long hair with the goatee. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The dude with the y'all know who I mean. Yeah, Miami Heat fans, y'all could correct me in the chat or in the comment section who I'm talking about. The guy that's in the commercials with Jimmy Butler in the steam room. Y'all got him. Y'all got Jimmy. Y'all got KD. So I mean, it could work with Bam at the 4. Even though I think you guys should still trade for a center. You know what, Miami? Go get, and maybe this is a separate video within itself. I might save that. Miami fans, if y'all in this, stay tuned. I might have a hot take for Miami Heat. But yeah, KD to the Miami Heat is not a bad move. And also, I said this as a wild card. I said this on my live show. I'm going to say it now. KD to the Mavericks, don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it because Kyrie and KD still want to play with each other. Kyrie and KD are still cool. And you don't think, I mean, after the Mavericks either get eliminated by OKC or the Timberwolves, I mean, why not add KD to the 4? I mean, I don't know who the 4 is on the is it PJ Washington? It might be PJ Washington that's the 4. Listen, PJ Washington to take himself to the bench. I'm sorry. If PJ Washington wants to stay on the Mavericks and I have KD or PJ, I'm telling PJ, listen, you can come off the bench and be a bench help or you can go because you're not starting over KD. Sorry. Luka, Kyrie, Tim Hardaway, KD, please. Please. And I guess this Derek Lively guy that they got now is pretty good. So please, he can take himself to the bench if PJ Washington ain't it. But I mean, listen, when it comes to this, I really do think KD is leaving the Suns. I think, did anybody really believe in this? You got Devin Booker, who's a softer version of Carmelo Anthony. You got Bradley Beal, who my co-host CEO came up with the best name for this clown. I think it's Lou Williams 2.0. You had Frank Vogel at coach. No, you had Jurkic as your starting center. I mean, come on, did anybody really believe in this team? It's a failure. And KD, if you want to revive your team, if you want to win one more, because KD, even though I think KD's on the decline, he's still in his prime. He still averaged, 28 points a game? I think did he make the All-Star? I think he still made the All-Star team this year. So listen, KD, your time's almost up, but your time is almost up. So that means you still got a little time left. So, hey, don't be stupid. Go to one of these teams or another team that, that needs you, you know what I'm saying? But that's my thoughts. What are yours? What's your thoughts? Number one, do you think KD is leaving the Phoenix Suns, whether it's this offseason or whether it's at the trade deadline next year? And number two, what team do you think he will go to? I almost put the Sixers on here, but I feel like the Sixers would be the same thing, a bunch of betas, trying to win a championship, and that's not going to happen. I almost put the Lakers, but I don't know if LeBron's staying with the Lakers or not. But, I guess I could throw them out there. I guess. I don't know. Maybe Milwaukee. You have Giannis, Dame, and KD. I don't know. That's a good one. But, it is what it is, man. What's your teams and what other teams have I not mentioned that you think he will go to or should go to? RJ out.